It's time for your numbers fix. Here are 25 amazing natural numbers to expand your mind. The multiplicate identify. 1 is the multiplicate identify for integers, real numbers and complex numbers. Furthermore, it is neither prime nor composite. That makes it the only number, besides 0, that is that way. It also represents a single or the only entity. Base for binary. 2 is the base for almost every computing and information system we use today, from PCs to smartphones. It is the smallest prime number and the only one that is even. The next prime is 3, making 2 and 3 the only consecutive prime numbers. First Mersenne prime. 3 is the first Mersenne prime and the first odd prime number. Also, a natural number is divisible by 3 only if the sum of the digits in base 10 is divisible by 3. For example, 126 is divisible by 3 because the sum of its digits equals 9, a multiple of 3. First composite number. 4 is the smallest composite number. The prime factorization of 4 is 2 times 2, which is 2 to the second power, making it the only even squared prime number. Finally, every natural number divisible by it is a difference of squares of two natural numbers. First perfect number. 6 is the first perfect number. It is the smallest positive integer that is neither a square number nor a prime. 6 is also related to the Mersenne prime 3. Additionally, 6 is the number of basic trigonometric functions, seconds, CSC, tan, income. First odd composite number. After the first composite number, 4, the first odd one is 9. 9 is also the highest single-digit number in the decimal system. The number is divisible by 9 if the sum of its digits is divisible by 9. 432 is divisible by 9 since the sum of the digits is 9. The decimal base, 10 is our system of counting, and we use base 10 for things involving numbers. The smallest integer with exactly 10 divisors is 48. Also, the 10th triangular number and the 10th Fibonacci number are both 55. The 5th prime we have is 11. It's also the first rectangle. 11 is also the first prime exponent that does not give a Mersenne prime, since 2 to the 11th power minus 1 is 2047, which is composite because 2047 is 23 times 89. First sublime number. 12 is the smallest sublime number, meaning it is a positive integer that has a perfect number of positive factors, including itself, and whose positive factors add up to another perfect number. The only other sublime number we know is much bigger, the 7th prime, besides 17 being the 7th prime. It is the sum of the first 4 prime numbers and is the only prime that is the sum of those 4 prime numbers consecutively, namely, those 4 prime numbers are 2, 3, 5, and 7. Dirichlet characters. All Dirichlet characters mod n are real if and only if n is a divisor of 24. It is also a highly composite number because there are no smaller numbers that have 8 divisors or more. It is the next one after 12, which has 6 divisors. The special square number. 25 is the first centered square number besides 1, which is also a square number. It's also one of 2 square numbers whose square and higher powers of it end in the same last 2 digits. The other is 76. The cube of 3. 27 is the cube of 3, which is 3 to the 3rd power, making it 3 rated to the 2 in decimal. 27 is also the first composite number to be not divisible by any of its digits. Finally, 27 is the only positive integer that is 3 times the sum of its digits. Second perfect number. 28 is the second perfect number, and it's related to the second Mersenne prime, 7. The next perfect number is 496, and the previous is 6. Though perfect, 28 is not the aliquot sum of any number other than itself. Smallest sphenic number. 30 is a sphenic number. In fact, it's the first of its kind. That's because it's a number in the form 2 times 3 times r, where r is a prime greater than 3. It has an aliquot sum of 42, which is the second sphenic number. First non-trivial 5th power. 32 is 2 to the 5th power, which makes it the first non-trivial 5th power. It's also a prime power since it's the 5th power of a prime. 32 is a Lagrange number, which is expressible in the form x to the y plus y to the x, where 32 is 2 to the 4 plus 4 to the 2, not a prime power. 36 is the smallest number that is a perfect power but not a prime also the smallest number with exactly 9 divisors, which leads 36 to be the 7th highly composite number, and 9 is one of these divisors. First Achilles number. 72 is the smallest Achilles number out of many of them. 72 is also a pronic number since it is a product of 8 and 9. After 48, 72 is the second multiple of 12 that is not a sum of twin primes. However, it's a sum of 6 consecutive primes, which are 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, and 19. 8-bit number. 255 is the largest number that can be represented using an 8-bit unsigned integer, and it's also the smallest perfect totient number that is neither a power of 3 nor thrice a prime. It is a Mersenne number, but not a prime one. For mine binary, 341 is the smallest base 2 thermopseudoprime. This goes for bases 15, 60, 63, 78, and 108 as well. It's also a sum of 7 consecutive primes, an octagonal number, a centered cube number, and a superplit number. Third perfect number. 496 is the third perfect number after 28 but before 8128. It is one of the earliest numbers to be recognized as such, having been known since ancient times. As a perfect number, it is tied to the Mersenne prime 31, which is 2 to the 5th power minus 1. Hardy-Ramanujan number. 1729 is the Hardy-Ramanujan number, also known as the second taxicab number. That is, it's the smallest integer that can be written as the sum of 2 positive cubes in 2 different ways. Fourth perfect number. 8128 is the fourth perfect number. That is, its divisors and assigns itself add up to itself. It is the biggest perfect number known since ancient times, and it's tied to a Mersenne prime, which is 127. As a perfect number, 8128 is also a harmonic divisor number. First decimal cyclic number. 142,857 is the smallest base 10 cyclic number, and it's also a Koppelker number, since 142,857 squared is equal to 20,408,122,449, and 20,408 plus 122,449 equals 142,857, which is the same number as it used to be. No repeating digits. 9,814,072,356 is the largest perfect power that contains no repeated digits in base 10. Specifically, it's 99,066 squared, or the square of 99,066. This is very close to 9,876,543,210, which is the largest number without repeated digits. And that's it. Thank you for watching Dust 1218's math content, and if you like this video, please subscribe to Dust 1218's channel to make him proud.